But you know, it comes it comes a time in a man's life where he kind of gets some people never pay attention to that, like that turning moment where you like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be average, or I just don't want to be mediocre,
Or I want more.
exactly, right?
Yeah.
And when we make those, because there's only a few
Yep.
that make that decision to be more. Unfortunately, it comes with its own trials, tribulations, bumps in the roads. You fall down, you get back up, and things of that nature. Like, when you made the decision to not be shit, how was that journey of getting to the point of, okay, I'm bullshitting through life, I'm just getting by and doing the bare minimum, and now I'm about to apply pressure?
And the question is, I want to make sure I answer it properly.
Like the journey of that, like the trials and tribulations, because, you know, it's easy to bullshit. You know, it's easy to sit in the house and do nothing and be mediocre. But the moment that you want to be better than average, what is that journey like?
To me, here's the interesting part. If you went into a room full of people you didn't know, let's say it was 1,000 people in a room, or 100, it's an easy number, 100 people in a room, and you say, who in here wants to be a millionaire? Out of 100 people, how many think gonna raise their hand?
Everybody's going to raise them.
99 or 100.
Everybody is.
Right.
So let's stop right there. So if I say who wants to be a millionaire to 100 people, they all gonna raise their hand. Then why is only 3% of us millionaires? If 100 people said they want to be and only 3 of us became, the other 97 were bullshitting themselves. And I just didn't want to. Like, I'm being honest with y'all. I'm going to just have an honest moment right now because my kid is right there. I used to lie about my father. I used to lie about him. I used to, you know, as a young man, all you got pride in is your dad. Like, that's your hero. Like, you got kids?
Of course.
So you know how they look at you as like, that's my dad.
Superman.
And I used to brag on my dad. Like, I remember I used to tell people, man, my dad took me here. My dad took me on a vacation. He took me on a business trip here. And that was all lies. And I just remember one day knowing that I'm going to have a kid. And, you know, all kids do it. All kids sit around and brag on their daddies. And I promise y'all, when my son or my daughters or somebody say, but let me tell you about my dad.
Yeah.
Them niggas ain't gonna be lying.
No, but didn't you? I think I heard you say a few years ago you used to see other kids playing catch with their dad.
No. When L.A. Reid offered me a job, he asked me before he can get it out. I was at Noble, never forget, Noble in New York. He called me. I was riding a bike.
Okay.
L.A. called me like, come to Noble. Nigga, I was on a little chick. I turned that around, rode that bike to my hotel, shower real quick, was at Noble in 30 minutes. I sit down to him, and LA goes, you want to work? And before he can say for me, I say, yeah. And he goes, you didn't even get a chance to let me get that out. You sure you want to do this? I'm crazy. I said, I lived across the street from you, and I watched you play catch with your kids. And all I wanted was a father to play catch with me.
But you lived across the street from L.A.?
No, I was just speaking about it. Like basically what I was trying to say is that I watched you play father figure to niggas that I looked up to.
Got you. Okay. And
I was praying for a father figure. So you don't even have to ask me yes or no. The answer is yes. I'm 1,000% in. I'm just, you know, and he was just like, man, nobody's ever said that to me. I said, I watch you play catch with your sons. I just wish that somebody threw me the ball. You think I'm you throwing me the ball? I'm the one. And I told him that. And the crazy thing is that I think like even now, like LA hit me the other day, like it's crazy that him and I are friends. Like he hit me like, yo, watch the Stax Records documentary. Tell me what you think. Like random, like, damn, this LA Reid hit me. But it just never leaves me that I dreamt of that shit. And the problem I have with the world is that we forget that we dreamt it. You dreamt it. Now, when you dream it, no one dreams of adversities when they dream. You don't dream about hardships when you dream. You dream about the dream. You dreamt this. Nigga, it wasn't going to be perfect.
Come on.
It's not supposed to be perfect. But what makes it worth it is I dreamt that I would be here one day. And I'm here. Now, I'm never giving that shit up. No one's going to take that from me.
Yes, sir.
Ever.